Hi, my name's Eric Campbell. Welcome to Hume's Chrysler Jeep Dodge. Today I wanted to show you something on the Jeep Patriot four-wheel drive. Now you can see from the outside that it's definitely a Jeep. In fact, you could probably cover up the word Jeep and you'd know that it was a Jeep because of the styling. You've got the 7-slot grille, round headlights, and the trapezoidal wheel openings that have been on Jeeps since there's been Jeeps. But I wanted to show you a little bit about what's under the skin, not that you like the look. Because this is a four-wheel drive Jeep Patriot, it's equipped with a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine, puts out 172 horsepower. And it's also connected with a CVT, that's a continuous variable transmission, automatic transmission, that's a little bit different from a traditional automatic. Instead of having just 4 or 5 stepped gear ratios, the CVT, depending on how you're driving it, will adjust for best power or best fuel economy. When you're stepping on the gas hard, you get the full 172 horsepower. As soon as you let off the gas, it goes down to the most fuel efficient range for the engine, making the Jeep Patriot the most fuel efficient compact crossover vehicle sold, import or domestic. Now if you look under the hood, the area is laid out so that it's easy for the owner to service the areas that need to be serviced. All your fluid maintenance points are marked with bright yellow caps or handles. You've got a washer fluid bottle, power steering, radiator fluid, engine oil dipstick, engine oil fill, which reminds you what type of oil to use, and a brake reservoir here. And also the fuses are under the hood so that you don't have to crawl under the dash and bump your head to check your fuses. If you come around to the driver's side, one of the things people really like about the Patriot is that it sits a little higher off the ground. The seats are much closer to your hip, so it's a lot easier to get in and out of the vehicle. And this particular Patriot is set up with a height adjustment for the seat. You pull on the large lever, each time you move it up, it's going to raise the seat. When you push down, it's going to lower the seat. And you've got all the adjustments you'd expect inside. Tilt wheel, cruise control, of course it's got air conditioning, CD player, and the CD player has a plug-in for an MP3 or iPod, so you can keep up with all your latest electronics. Now the CVT automatic also has a function called auto stick. You can shift the transmission manually through 6 ratios, so that if you feel sporty one day or if you're going down a long hill and you don't want to have to ride the brakes to slow the vehicle down, you can work this much like a manual transmission but without the clutch pedal. The seats on the inside are also happen to be covered with a stain repellent material. Makes them a lot easier to keep them clean. It's called Yes Essentials, and Yes Essentials is the actual fabric. It's not the a coating that's going to have to be put back on. It's a finish to the fabric that makes them anti-stain, anti-static, and anti-odor. I think the thing I like the best is the anti-static. You don't get zapped when you go to close the door nearly as many times. Now if you go to the back, the Patriot is set up for 5 adults. The trick here is Jeep mounts their seats higher off the floor, so you can bend your knee and still be able to be comfortable. They shape the back of the front seat to clear out space for the knees, and the front seats are high enough that you can actually have some place to put your feet. So you have lap and shoulder belts for 3 people, and you can seat 5 people in the Patriot comfortably. Now the back seats fold down for additional storage. But what's really unusual is that the front passenger seat also folds down. With everything folded down, you've got over 60 cubic feet to use, and from the dash to the tailgate is over 8 feet long, so that you can use the Patriot as a small truck when you need to. Part of the cargo lighting system is this rechargeable flashlight. You know, there's going to be a time when you drop something, you wish you had a flashlight, and the Patriot's ready to offer up the flashlight whenever you need it. Cargo floor is carpeted. Spare tire and jack are stored under the floor. They're convenient to get to. And then one final thing before we take a drive on the outside is this particular Patriot has the tire and handling group on it. So it has the aluminum wheels and the raised white letter tires that are, improve traction, especially for four-wheel drive, but give it a lot sportier look. So probably the best thing for us to do, as good as all this is, as convenient as it's set up, the best part about taking a look at a Patriot is taking it out for a test drive. So let's hop in, check it out. I'm sure you're going to be very impressed with how the Patriot performs.